Hey guys, Fleckerman13. I'm the king here and I'm sitting under a tree. But more specifically than that, I am on a Minecraft Xbox 360 world, anxiously waiting for the Minecraft Xbox One worlds to come out, along with Xbox One Minecraft itself. But before we do that, I thought I would give you a sneak peek of a series that I look forward to doing, along with maybe two other people who can shed their perspectives on the world, which are also YouTubers, of course, and smaller channels such as mine, but maybe even smaller, which is hard to think about because you're already here. Anyhow, so this is a world without a name, but we are going to make it a diplomatic Minecraft world. Now, you probably have possibly thought about these yourself, or you wanted to make one, or you participate in one, but yes, it's very complicated, and trust me, you don't want to be the president unless you've got a bunch of time on your hands. Now, this building right here that we started out to, right next to beside the tree, is the courthouse made by me and two other people by the name of Dumb Irish and the enormous prawn without the. This is where Joanne the secretary sits. Joanne the secretary is my secretary, and she has no other bosses. But we have a nice interior, and if you thought you helped, and like you feel as if your name hasn't been said, live with it. Anyhow, we have a tiny little fireplace here. Our first floor isn't as decorated as the second, but we have some general lighting here, and I do have my HUD turned off so we can admire the full beauty of the world without looking at my hotbar. And so we have some lighting glitches, but that's fine. But what I wanted you to notice that there are stairs and then a slab and then it's the rest of the rest of that. So instead of just having like one full thing, there's a variation of different what you call it. So a variation of different blocks. Now up here, I am about to show you the laws, and I want you to keep in mind our laws are made from reasons or past experiences that we do not want to reoccur. I do. Don't worry, we're gonna replace that with the U.S. Constitution, just in case I do cut it out, just because I thought it would be unnecessary. Anyhow, this is the courtroom where this is where the witness would stand, or like whoever is being tried, and then this is where our smallest jury you could ever imagine would sit. And then that's where the judge himself would be. And I am not always the judge in every case because the judge is not supposed to have a bias over the trial. So sometimes it is other citizens who become the judge. Now down here we have a nice little room for the personal for people just to like hang out or just like sit back. And we have a nether portal rug. No, it does not teleport you to the nether. Maybe if I did some fancy video editing, it would. And this is the oath for the watch, which is basically the police force of the world. And let's read it aloud. The oath. Snap necks, cash checks, protect. And I second that, and I think that's one of the best things ever. Now, we have a diploma here for the judge. This is like the judge's chambers. That's what they're called. I kind of blank on that from time to time. But he has his diploma, some modern art that you can toy around with, and a bonsai tree. You never know. This judge is very... I tried. Okay. I'm not doing that. So we have a little shelf with stuff here. And we are using the new cobblestone walls. And just in case you're wondering, this is all done in the natural texture pack for Minecraft. Don't tell me it's raining. Thank goodness. I do have a bed on me. Yep, there it is. Let's see if we can sleep. There we go. We'll just take a little nap. And there we go. Let's break the bottom so we don't get a second one. So now that we're finished with the courthouse, this is a very beefy courthouse. And personally, I think it's nice to look at, and if you're just taking a stroll through the town, it's good. And we're doing all these buildings because on the Xbox One, there are going to be dedicated servers where people can just come on and play, and there's no real strict host. But I feel as if I should take that kind of role. Now this is the crappiest post office you've ever seen, and Dumb Irish, the scrub in the Godzilla side video, and the first person who always comments on my videos, yeah, that guy. Uh, he decided to take my water mill and he decided to turn it into his own post office. I found that kind of douchey, but nothing I can do about it now. Anyhow, that's a boat not by him, thank God. But this is his house that I pretty much made for him, and Lummykin's mailbox, because I can read. And he leaves his doors open so robbers can come in and break in, because, that's a thing. He took this, I'm pretty sure, yep, this was in my house. Okay, he took that. I'm just going to criticize him, because he always criticizes. Yep, and I started this lawn thing. Like, I've seen it before in quote-unquote modern houses. I built this shed for him, too. I don't think he's seen it before. Anyhow, and also this archer range, which is pretty cool. Because while we were toying around, while we were doing stuff, I made a little... Oh, God, I have to do it without the hood. Oh, yes. And it's sort of like a little archer range, because now arrows light up wooden... they function with wooden buttons and pressure plates. So oh, come on. Oh, that's stone. I wouldn't be able to hit it anyway. Yeah, look at that. I got pretty much right on it. And, you're supposed to go onto the roof, and you're supposed to fire. Jeez, it's really hard without hood. Oh, God. I'd be impossible with Battlefield without a hood. I'd just sit in a shotgun. And this is supposed to be for moving targets. You put a creeper in here and a minecart, and it'd go back and forth. And this is also a person you can shoot. And then this is the hardest person all the way back there. And what sometimes people do, they just go invisible and they'll just go up behind the levers, flick it to make it look like you want. But I'm not the best shot without a hood, and I'm pretty sure none of you are either. So he also has a duck, and he has a very... Let's get ender pearls, because I'm going to get sick of just walking around. Very sick. Very, very, very sick. So, up. I'm wedged. Up. So this is his basement, because... Oh, wait. This is his upper floor. This is his upper... Hold on. Can't have an ender chest, because there's supposed to be somewhere else. And I'll show you that later. So let's go downstairs. And... huzzah. So he has a Merkin carpet here, along with red, white, and blue, which kind of looks like the Russian flag. Maybe he's a communist, you never know. And he's got some moss. This doesn't seem like a safe workplace environment, so I wouldn't recommend coming here if you're just roaming around. Oh, God. Safety first. And he just has a laptop here with a sideways... This isn't the smartest of people. I'm just gonna put that out there. Yes. So, anyhow, let's carry on. Carry on with our tour. I want the best for last over here. Where's my ender pearl? Nope. Nope. Bow. Ender pearl. So, I want you to also admire something before we get anywhere else. So, you may notice that this little local village is heavily based around water forms. And the only freaking water forms that were actually here, believe it or not, was that lake right there with the little mountain area with the trees, like that one. All the rivers were man-made except for the ones around the Hobbit Hole, which we will get to. And that lake right there also was where the ender pearl sort of hit slapping. Yeah. But what's really impressive about the water forms that I created with Dumb Irish here, because I don't believe anyone else really helped as much as he did with me. This is also the policeman's headquarters that looks like a wong hanging out the top of it. And why does it only have one? Anyhow, so if we come over here, there's another portal that goes to nowhere. I should probably take that down eventually. So we have a little rapid system over here, and that right there is supposed to be the mine, but there's nothing in it, so why bother showing it to you? It'd be a waste of your time. This is the awkwardly connected treehouse here. And this waterfall, of course, looks man-made with the glowstone in it and such. and it runs all the way down into this little lake over here. And this is a little track that takes you from up there to down right before the dam. And let's just get back to where we were. So first, I guess I'll take you along this path. This is kind of, I guess, a regular neighborhood environment. We have Kentucky Too Slow for y'all, and with his RV that he built, and looks like he's got a little meth lab going on down here. Never know what kids are into these days. And he's got the little canopy and everything. I would have used iron bars for the top. And he also has a little duck. I'll be damned. I swear to God, this is really going to get on my nerves. Where's... Oh. There we go. So he has a little duck. Could have looked like a flamingo if he made it pink, but you know. So this is the Sniping Cow. This is his house, otherwise known as Xander. I'll put a link to his channel in the description below. You can go check him out. He makes Minecraft videos on the PC, even though he does have a capture card, so I don't know. You can bug him when he's going to go about doing stuff on the 360. Maybe his first 360 video will be this world. You never know. So this is his house, and he has a little water feature and a patio, which is alright. And that's also his mailbox. And I'll get back to this house and... Dang it. Oh, shout out to Bloody Bullet, random I met yesterday on Grand Theft Auto. I should probably go to busy. So, pardon me as I go to busy real quickly, and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry for that brief interruption. But this house right here looks a lot like that house, because this guy had no ideas of his own. This is Money Monkey Mike's house, also known as the Sniping Fox, and also known as... Oh, shit. He doesn't have a secret door. Oops. Yes. This is Money Monkey Mike's house, also known as Xander. Not Xander. Oh, my God. Also known as... No, it is Money Monkey Mike. Okay, that's his YouTube. His gamer tag is the Sniping Fox. And what else? Oh God. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, we're good. And he's got a little diving board out front here, sort of. And his job is the fisherman. I haven't been saying the jobs, but I'll just leave them out. And the fisherman catches all the tuna. If you know me in real life, or you follow Pause on Pause, or not follow, subscribe to Pause on Pause, you'd know what I'm talking about. This is the Senator building, where we propose new laws, and the 3 senators, since we don't have that much, but hopefully our government and diplomacy expands, and hopefully we get more honest senators who are willing to, of course, Minecraft senators. And yeah, so that's a house. This is a bridge, and this is a hobbit hole. This is Ben's Hobbit Hole, aka Red Bull Man 126. This is his mailbox, just sitting right there. And if we go inside his house, we have a little oak post, and I don't know what that is, but it's there. And we sort of have like a blend-in bed, I guess. I don't know what he was going for there, but it works. And he has some modern art, ottoman. Overall, decent house. Hope he expands a bit. It's a bit tiny. But, you know, place is a place no matter how small, sort of. Anyhow, so this dojo here was built by none other than Ninja 642. I don't know. Screw that. But his name is Jarrell. Jarrell's Asian Dojo. Now, don't think we're being racist. He actually has an Asian dojo. And it's pretty lifelike. Not like, I wouldn't say lifelike, but pretty accurate. You have the bamboo, which is really sugarcane in this texture pack. Or, I guess you could say it backwards. This is his large chest. And he has a brewing stand for making his little fizzy water drinks. And we also have the mats and the kneel-down tables that you see in most Chinese homes or Japanese, I'm not sure which. He also has a little thing there. And he has lanterns hanging down from the ceiling and a 4-post bed. He's living the good life here in his dojo. Now let's get down here. These ender pearls are so helpful. Thank you for adding them, Mojang. Or Fujay, or whoever. Now this is the enormous Prawn's house. His house has faced major damage over less than a week. I don't know. But he is in charge of potion brewing, as you can tell. And if you go downstairs, he has this little bar and a little rug, and it's all good in the hood. He also has a little study back here, but it's not really occupied. So we'll move on with our tour. And this is just the neighborhood over here, which is scary. Now this is the attorney at law, Matthew Blank here. There goes his farm. But he is the only attorney on the world so far, and he has been convicted of several crimes, which I will not list. But yes, this is his house, which we had to round off his ring. If we continue forward, also Monster Matt, that's why, Matthew. We have Chilled Flamer, 69. His house of confusing red, white, and blur, and a target on the floor. He has his pimp clothes. Don't look it up what a pimp is, please. And yeah, so he's that. And now the head of the watch. He also is in charge of livestock. Now the head of the watch here, the policeman force, is none other than Keith Brewstone. And this is his dog Sparky. No, I just named it Sparky. This house was built by me, and I interior decorated the first floor while he did the second on his own. And I gave him the second fireplace. But the fireplace comes up, and he has 2 entrances, but he's resting on top of the hill here, and he has his own little cellar in the back. So I think this is just about it, except for my house. Now, the White House of a world usually is either the biggest or the most interesting about the world. And I think mine fits that statement. Voila. This is my sort of Italian villa, I guess you could go about saying it. We'll get to that house next. And this is, you can see the gold lit lanterns is more high-end like than the poor little shits over there. But yes, this is where you may notice this pattern from over there, everywhere, because I just started doing it here because I saw it somewhere, and everyone else thought it was a really cool idea and started doing it. So I have 2 mailboxes, one for deliveries and one for to be sent. Yeah, mail deliveries. I got stuck there. I don't know what I was saying. But if we come in, we have the Italian flag, which is very misleading because we're based on an American. It's confusing, don't ask. This is my self-portrait. I'm being currently painted by the miss who is painting me. We also have a sitting dining table. I bet you never have these at your house. And it's great because if you have a really annoying or hideous relative, they're blocked by the fern, and it's just dandy. Anyhow, and this is the kitchen. Over here, do you want a cookie? Because we can just press that, and we have a cookie right somewhere in our inventory. Cookie! Whoa. Eat it, yellow shits. And we have 2 furnaces and a cauldron. And I should make some brewing stands here, but And before we continue on, this is just my backyard pool. And I'm thinking of ways to make a pool cover. And I also have a tiny little canopy. And this is my obnoxious back porch, which has nothing on it. So let's continue downstairs. Yeah, we made it in. And this is the acacia logs I was talking about. And my controller's been acting strange with the left stick. So if any of you want to donate a Xbox 360 controller, let me know. This is a little patio, and which leads into the other one, and it's covered with leaves, vines, and it doesn't expand into the house, and this is a bit more open than the rest of the house, and this is just a tiny back porch, which is semi-burnt. I guess I should have watched out for the fire there. But, oh well, because I could really care less. We also have a little fishing Not fishing. What's it called? Fish tank. God. I had one in my room before. Well, why can't I remember? It's called a fish tank. Anyhow, let's make our way downstairs to the it's actually a pretty complete basement. Uh, if we come down here, we have a bar with potion brewing stands provided by the brewing guy. We also have an enchantment table. We, as the government, have not ruled on enchantment tables yet, but we will. That's just a weird lighting glitch. I don't know why that happens. We also have a pool table down here, complete with the little hanging over thing, and you actually can't jump up because the slabs are there, which is beneficial. But I want to show you a neat feature which we have here in this in these stands. There's a light underneath them, and if I turn this off, you notice it gets a bit darker over here, and that's because when the stools are turned on, if you will, they emit a light because a redstone lamp is underneath them, and when it's not turned on, it doesn't emit any light, but when it is, it emits light through it. So I thought that was a neat feature to add into the bar here, and it's really cool because you can get two things out of one. So I'm just gonna flip that and leave it on so we don't get any monsters monsters accidentally spawning in here. Sorry, that took me a while. I should replace that block with light blue wool or quartz, I don't know. And over here we have a wine cellar. Now, it's just fake and pretend wine cellar. It's not real wine cellar. And, sorry, that brief little cut, intruders, and they do things you don't want to. We have a wine cellar here that's fake and not real, but we do have a dispenser here that gives us potions. Well, bottles to fill, which we can't. Anyhow, back here, this is my genuine rectangular office, and the dispenser is hidden by this painting here. There's nothing secret in here, don't worry about it. Nothing. The only secret thing is this jukebox. And we can play some smooth jazz if we wish. Did I put it in? There we go. There. Alright. We also... Nothing else in here. Wait, if I do this, does this do anything? No, I didn't add anything secret yet. Okay. Oh, gosh. So, that's really it there. So, now, on to the other side of the tracks. No, I didn't really mean that. Alright. See, I believe what I make up in commentary, I make up for as a builder. And my witty humor also benefits me as well as I push through this life. Let's grab an ender pearl, shall we? And I also grabbed a minecart, and you can tell what we're going to be needing it for. Hopefully, if you're smart. Let's go over to the house that I did not show here. Let's just keep ender pearling. This, believe it or not, is supposed to be a train station. This was made by me, as well as the obnoxiously long tunnel that follows. And no, don't get this confused with the track that goes over there and over the dam and such. But if we ride this along, we go through what looks like an abandoned mine shaft. I wanted to make it look that way. But, however, we do come up to this place. Let's rate these. Don't get anyone else stuck. Let's just... And this is for when you place a minecart down. You place that and it sends it off. And that's pretty cool. And it's called Rickety Station because that's the... Sort of, not the new end. But this, I have two murals before you. This one is of, what can you guess, the Nether. And this is of the Overworld. Now, of the Overworld, we have skeletons and creepers chasing Steve here. He's running... Who's waving his arms and running to his house. Which is not exactly the best, but we made it look like a house. And he has some crops growing. And I used a jack-o'-lantern instead, and you can also see he's got some clouds in the tree, and the nether portal with obsidian and that. So I thought that was pretty cool. And we also have what somewhat looks like a dungeon down here with the cobblestone and the mossy and then the darkness. And we have water running through. But this is my throne. Huzzah. Huzzah. Yeah. and I have a beautiful gaze over this nether mural. For that, pause again. Second time in a video, he's interrupted me yet again. So we have imaginary little blazes here along the Nether Fortress bridge, and we have a make pretend gas. The buttons do nothing, and the purple wool keeps burning out here, and there's nothing I can do about it. We also have a zombie pigman, make believe here, and nether warts, and some quartz, gravel, and soul sand too. And we have bedrock across the bottom too. I should have done it across the top as well, but oh well. And this is supposed to lead up to a marketplace, which is not yet complete. But this is another railroad station that leads into a humongous valley full of hopes and dreams. Not really. But it does lead down to here. So if we ride this along, and we'll stop here. So that'll just keep going over there. But if we come over here, we have a little pathway into a valley, and this was what we decided to be a more of an industrial place than the other neighborhood over there. Now this, you can start to assume, I guess, is a bank. And the bank has the ATMs, which are ender chests. This is why I do not want anyone else having an ender chest in their home. I'd much prefer them to come to the bank and make use of it and to acknowledge that it's here. We also have two tellers behind the glass here, and this is just a fast travel back to the the neighborhood. So I thought that was a little neat feature. I was trying to make a little thing in the nether, like I was going to put the vault there, but I just gave up on it. This is pretty cool. Now, if you guys want to see a tutorial for this, let me know, because I would be glad to do it, and it's pretty easy for me, and I found it a little fun to do. Now, this type of building, like, I call it, it started out as a Tudor house, which is supposed to be those sort of medieval houses, but with the wool and then the brown logs, but I call this a Tudor house because it sort of expands on the layers, it goes up, and I'm going to do some variations with the roof because I'm not too satisfied with it, but from this angle it looked pretty cool. So I'll see how I get satisfied with it, but this is going to be the shop and house of whoever decides to be the person who sits in front of a cobblestone generator for the rest of their life guy. And cobblestone is very useful, and I don't think people admire how useful it is. He also has a little back porch here. But yeah, and it's not even complete, but it looks good. And there's also a little window back here. And if you're interested what's going to be on this side, I don't know yet. Maybe once I get this on the one, or if you guys have the one and you want to come on the dedicated server we make, or if you just want to stop by and play on the world or check it out for yourself, because I know I always liked seeing things up close and personal, sort of, somewhat, I don't know. And if you want to know where this track goes all the way down here. And I may do something interesting out over here, I'm not quite sure, but there is plenty of opportunities for this world. So that kind of wraps up our tour here on the still unnamed world. If you enjoyed the tour, leave a like. If you want to see some more, also leave a like. But if you make sure you want to never miss another episode, or the first episode of this series, this is the Livestock Guys livestock. I don't know why I forgot the word livestock there. But yeah, so if you want to make sure that you're not going to miss the first episode of whatever we decide to name this world, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's free. And I'll catch you in the next episode. See ya!